Let's go to race 3, mate. We'll do race 3 before we do the fillies.
Good job, bro, I'd say.
Yeah, exactly.
Race 3 is the Eskimo Prince Stakes. Tidy bunch of 3-year-old sprinters here over the 1,200 metres. And Clinton, we have some prices.
Clinton, Nicholas, all right. Ichiharu's at $4.40, Lime's 13, Golden Sunrise 5, Heart Tester 6 and a 5, Night Exemplar 4.40, Villa Splendide 13. Lampedusa 6, and down the bottom, a little bit of support from Mighty Charge 41 to 21. Bit of pace here. They're going to run in this. The natural leaders here are 1 and 3. Wouldn't be surprised to see him try and ride Ichihara a fraction quiet to get her to the trip, because she just doesn't run the 1,200, especially with the big weight. Then you've got 4 and 9, which are going to kick up, and they race on the speed as well. Look, not convinced about Heart Tester's form lines. He did beat Complicate on debut at Newcastle, and that's turning out all right because Complicate's a pretty handy horse. He then beat Hidden Warrior, who's not a hopeless horse either. But just those last couple of runs, I just wonder whether it's as good as the form that some of these possess. I think if Night Exemplar is going to be a horse, this is the race he's got to win. Okay.
Exactly what I thought. Yeah.
I'll give him benefit of the doubt for the first up because it was bottomless.
Yep.
All right, and that is my concern. I hate backing horses that run first up on bottomless tracks, second up. But his work was excellent during the week. Look, he's had 6 starts. He's still a maiden, but if he's going to be winning a race, this has got to be it. Ichihara, no knock. Golden Sunshine, no knock. But they're going to be, if you're on them, your heart's going to be flutter in the last 50.
Yeah.
I think they're the chances in the race, those 4 that I've mentioned.
Okay. Yeah, look, I had Ichihara as the benchmark, but it's impossible. Like Night Exemplar, you go back last preparation, Night Exemplar gave her 2 kilos and beat her, and here he is with 4 kilos off her. And since then, he's gone on and finished about 1.5 lengths off from the cheater and so forth. So on form, you just couldn't have her to beat him, but he's proving to be a bit of a non-winner at the moment. And I think one of the other boys in the press room made the comment last time he ran that he actually went past the 3rd horse, Villa Splendida.
Yeah, but his condition might have blown out, mate.
Yeah, look, that's
the thing about him. We say he's a non-winner, right? We say he's a non-winner, but let's look at the races he's contested.
I'm saying he might be a non-winner.
No, I'm just saying there is a little school of thought out there that that's the case. But he got beaten in the neck in a maiden by Rebel Dane. Well, Rebel Dane pushed what's his face the other day.
Yeah.
He then got beaten a short head by Jolie Bay. He got beaten 1.5 by Nachita. And on debut, I think he finished 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's his second start actually. He got beaten behind Grand Business, a neck and neck. They're not scumpers.
No, that's what I said. On his form lines, he should win this race. And with the weight he's got off the toppy, put it this way, I think Ichihara can run 2nd or 3rd. I'm pretty sure one of these other 3, Golden Sunshine, Heart Tester or Night Exemplar, will be beating it. It's hard to split which one. I've actually gone with Heart Tester for the reasons that you sort of touched on before. Bit worried about the first up run on the heavy track for a couple of these horses. This one didn't have that. And I just think it's drawn to get the right run. There looks to be a bit of pace. Ichihara Golden Sunshine will be in the front line, you'd think.
Yep.
I'm not sure if they will ride Ichihara with a sit. Could be a chance of another horse coming across from out wide. I think Heart Tester can get into that perfect spot about 3 or 4 lengths off a pretty good clip and just be too good for him. The only question mark with him is whether or not he can handle this grade. But I think at the $5 or $5.50 you can get around town. It's a good gamble.
All right.
All good?
All good.
Race 4. Here we go.
Race 4. Hey, Thump's in this.
The Sweet Embrace Stakes for the fillies.
A Sales, the favourite, 280. Calming Influence, 380. Great Filly, 10. Romantic Moon, 750. Vocalise, 15. Thump, 13. Tropical Force, 15. Most Joyful, $9. And the other 3 are 35, 71, 101.
All right, look, Thump's not my tip, but she can improve on a dry track. If we get it, there's a little bit of rain about. She's been about 4.5 lengths by Villa Verde on debut, and I think I made the point before her last run in the Silver Slipper that she will improve. She will win a race at some stage. I just don't know when. But if she goes around at crazy odds, have something on her. I can't go past a Sale. I think Coming Influence will improve back on top of the ground. I know it's by commands and they typically handle the wet, but I don't think she handled the wet in the first run back there behind Good Job Bro. Certainly if he comes out and smashes them, it would certainly bring some sort of more hope to the Waller camp. But a Sale, for mine, if she's right, she wins the race. She was dominant in her only 2 wins so far, and yeah.
This is 1,200, not 1,000, and that's the reason I'm not tumbling into a Sale at that price. You know, I know she's looked outstanding and she's done everything you could ask her to do at both her starts, but 1,200, that price, off a setback, question mark. You know, trainer was questioning himself there a couple of weeks ago whether or not he's done enough work to get her to this race, etc., etc. That sounds alarm bells for me. Calming Influence, she's in the same boat as, what's its name? I tipped earlier. In the last race, Night Exemplar, comes off her first up run on a heavy track.
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a worry, but has drawn the right gate to get the right run. Vocalise was very good on debut. Would not surprise me to see it run well here. And Thump, I think she's sort of horse you'd be looking for in the Value and the Fernhill. Those are the sort of races for her.
Probably, yeah. I
won't be punting here. Great Filly's another one that wouldn't surprise me to see it run very well.
Okay.
I backed her in the Magic Millions actually, so you know she's now with Gay. No knock on Rob Heathcote, but it's not a backward step.
No.
I've got to give her a chance. Just at the odds, it's not a race I'll probably be betting in. If I do, it'll be very small, but I could have $1 each way Vocalise. But it's just I just don't want to be taking 380 Calming Influence off a first up run in the heavy. A Sale 280, 1,200 metres off everything that's gone on. They're just not horses I could tumble into today on Saturday.
Okay.
It's one of those days for me Saturday. I don't think I'll be having a bet.
There you go.
Anyway.
Race 5, the Winona Girl Handicap, listed race with over 1,200 metres for the mares 4-year-old and up.
All right. Ladies Angels 440, Miss Stella Bell 440, Shannara 17, Cathay Lady 9, Arenosa 550, Choice Words 340, Embark 19, and the rest are 26 and better.
You're on.
Mate, my comment here is I've got no real opinion in this race. The on paces are 2, 4, 7, 8, 9, which are Miss Stella Bell, Cathay Lady. Choice Words I rode quite the other day, so I'd expect them to do the same. Embark, Sutton Queen, and Del Zero. Ladies Angel going great guns. After a last run, I said she's ready to win now. I just wish she didn't turn up here with 59 because I can't back her with 59 in this. Miss Stella Bell, just don't know where she sits. You know, a run like she produced in the Tristark or the Blazer, she's pretty close to the mark here. I just found it really tough. Shannara is a better autumn filly than she's a spring filly, and she's better up here. I'd ignore her last campaign and go off previous runs, but you know, again, first up, she's never won from 7 goes.
Yep.
Cathay Lady, it's hard to not winning form, but this is a step up on the races she's been running. Arenosa, very good mare this, so I reckon she's a ripper. Her win at Flemington in the Greys race, I know it was only the Greys race, but it was awesome. She just put them away. I think she's a filly that's got a good race in her over the carnival, but whether or not it's going to be first up's another thing. Choice Words, hard to bag on a first up run. You know, she repeats that, she's probably the horse, well, she is the horse to beat.
Yep.
And then I wouldn't completely rule out a horse like Embark, the one first up the other day if it got things its own way, but I found it hard. Arenosa on top.
Arenosa on top.
Yeah.
Okay. I had it down to a racing too. I had Miss Stella Bell on top and Cathay Lady. I think she was flying before her first up run last prep, Miss Stella Bell, but from what I got told, she was gassed the Thursday at track work, the Thursday before she resumed, and she resumed with a 7th. And it wasn't that bad a run, given the amount of work she'd done on the Thursday. I think she's had a much quieter time this week leading into this run on Saturday. I think you'll look back and think the $4.40 was over the odds. I think she'll be winning on Saturday. Cathay Lady's just a mare in form. I know she's coming back in distance and she's going up in grade, and that's always tough. But you know, it's hard to beat the mares when they're in form. And I just think, well, if you go back 2 starts back, she's beaten Havana Ray by about a neck or so forth. I think he's obviously come on since then, but there he is getting beaten about 3 or 4 lengths in the Group 1 last Saturday, so that's not bad form for a race like this. They're the 2 for me, but I'm pretty keen on Miss Stella Bell.
Right.